thank you, everybody. It's so nice to see everyone here tonight. I'm Kathleen Bennett. I'm the chairperson of the HPC in Montclair, and my fellow colleagues standing here very officially in front of the curtain. We're being filmed tonight, so that's why we have the presentation set up like this. But I would like to say that I am really very gratified that we are here tonight for the Preservation Awards. As you know, and if you've read the paper and seen things on Baristanet, really our historic structures are under attack in this town, in the city, so in Montclair. And I don't want to politicize this, but it's just so gratifying to actually see people in the audience. We've got the largest audience we've ever had it forever for HPC meeting, that really appreciate our historic history, our historic structures. And it's really important in Montclair to realize that we have buildings here that have national significance, international significance, and people that are here now, living people, not just buildings built by predeceased people. But we have St. James has an international connection with the First World War. We have current people that have been before us on the commission that have done wonderful additions at adaptive reuse to their buildings or as architects and designers. So I am so happy, and I greet you and welcome you here. And I think next year we might have maybe a slideshow or some kind of visual presentation because it's very difficult. I would love everybody to be able to see what is going on in town. So hopefully the people from here that are from the press, we can provide you with some photographs and some visuals. So without further ado, I would like to present the Preservationist of the Year Award to Mike Farrelly from the Montclair History Center. Would you come up, please, Mr. Farrelly? Certificate. It was very difficult to edit the remarks because the letter that was sent in your name and your honor was 3 pages long. So, but I would just like to mention a few things, if you bear with me. You've been the Montclair Township historian for more than 10 years, and you have an incredible depth of knowledge about Montclair's historic buildings, homes, and residents. You have demonstrated a scholarly approach to historical research, and you readily share your knowledge of Montclair with individuals and organizations, and we thank you. Interest in Montclair began as you pursued your undergraduate degree from Montclair State College. You befriended and assisted Royal Shepherd, the Montclair Township historian, from 1993 to 2005, and published which he published a local history. When he stepped down from the honorary township position, he recommended you for the position. In this capacity, you involve yourself in Montclair's history and further the public's education of our history in myriad ways. You research and conduct walking tours of the neighborhood, and you also teach courses at the Montclair Adult School and at the Montclair History Center. So you work directly with school groups, including the Renaissance Middle School, for their annual history walk. That's tomorrow. Oh, good. In 2008, you were invited to join the Board of Trustees of the Montclair History Center, where you are unfailing in your generosity to share your knowledge and willingness to research new areas of interest for yourself and at the request of others. You accomplish this through correspondence, meetings, walking tours, published articles, presentations, etc. You're also on the steering committee for the reinterpretation of the Montclair History Center's Crane House and the historic YWCA. You collaborated with Elizabeth Shepherd, the daughter of your mentor, Royal Shepherd, and a professional archivist with extensive knowledge to publish legendary locals of Montclair, which tap the institutional knowledge, research skills, and love of Montclair people and places of both authors, making a tremendous amount of township history accessible to many readers. So as an active longtime parishioner at Montclair's Immaculate Conception Church, you volunteered your time and expertise to compile the history of the parish for its 150th anniversary in 2014. This project took 4 years to complete and was widely distributed among parishioners. It took 3 years of in-depth research and a composition of a series of articles that appeared weekly in the church bulletin for more than a year. So we thank you for your involvement, and we hope you continue the good work. Congratulations. So maybe you can stand with all of us. Sure. Great. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Our next award, which is a Bricks and Mortars Preservation Award, goes to Jennifer, I'm going to mispronounce, Bacci. And this award is for the addition she really sensitively added to her home, which is called the Cottage on South of Mountain Avenue. And it is actually the carriage house of the French mansard type house, so it has a very French feel to it. So the Cottage, the home of Jennifer Bacci, is nominated for a Bricks and Mortar Award. This sensitively designed structure makes the transition from the 1898 French mansard roof carriage house into a contemporary garden using plants, plantings, and garden ornamentation harmonious to the 19th century setting. Ms. Bacci's conservatory serves as her workspace for her business as a landscape designer. This contemporary structure, constructed of aluminum bars and double-paned windows with a brick half-wall foundation, successfully extends the garden from exterior to interior. The added floral cresting at the roofline of the conservatory adds a definite French flair to the design of the building and integrates the two structures. The French doors, which open onto the garden, and the framing urns add to the enchanting atmosphere of the garden. This is a prime example of an interpretation of architectural features and compatible design in new construction. Everybody loved the design. Ms. Bacci came before the HPC, and we roundly applauded her choice of the design and the materials. And I might add that she is here today with Mr. Bill Weatherspoon, from the Weatherworks company for the work that he did on the conservatory. So if you would please come up and. Okay, this is for you, Jennifer, and this is for you, Bill. So thank you very much. It was really a delight to work with you. Yeah. I guess we don't have an official. Oh,
Anybody.
right here. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, is Kevin Costello here? Yes, okay. Our next award is for an adaptive reuse, Bricks and Mortars Mortar Presentation Award for an adaptive reuse of the inspection station down on North Label Street at Forest Street. This inspection station was built in the 1930s and functioned as a Department of Motor Vehicle Inspections facility until recent years when it was left vacant. It was located in a neighborhood with small industry, businesses, and early 20th century single and two-family homes. It is 1 block from the business district on Walnut Street, and many of those Walnut Street businesses have their backs onto Label Street. Mr. Costello who's here to accept the award. Congratulations. Oops. He is the development manager of Willow Partners, and they also came before us and worked closely with us in their readaptation of the inspection station. But as you will note, and especially if you drive by or even stop in there to the Montclair Bread Company, you'll see that they stripped the paint from the brick, removed and replaced rooftop exhaust chimneys, and camouflaged the new chimneys with round black mesh containers. The building was upgraded with new factory-style black steel windows as well as small industrial-style lighting to the exterior. A patio parking space was built which nicely contrasts and complements the old brick face and tidies up the building front on Forest Street. During warm, wet months, wrought iron-style tables and chairs are on the patio, complementing the front of the building and contributing to the neighborhood ambiance, which is a little bit changed now. I guess there's a lot going on down there now. But congratulations. It was really a pleasure. Thank you very much. Now, our next award is to St. James. And if the contingent from St. James would please come up. Yeah. So we have 5 awards for you tonight, I think. So thank you for joining us tonight. St. James, really wonderful to have you back again because you had an award last year, didn't you? Yes. But this year, the bell tower at St. James has been newly restored. Yes, yes. And I must say there was a wonderful article in the Star Ledger today, and that your opening ceremony will be, or your celebratory will be Sunday at 11:30. Yeah, so I hope to be back from Boston to be a part of that. But this is a really wonderful restoration. I know from reading the article that you were really fortunate in getting an anonymous grant so that you were able to fast forward and fast track the restoration.
It's a good thing because the building was falling down.
Yes, yes. So anonymously we thank your But if I may just read, if you'll bear with me, because it's so interesting to hear this history. The church's 75-foot bell tower, built in 1919 as a memorial to Montclair soldiers who died in World War I, was crumbling. Water had seeped into the masonry and mortar was turning into sand. The structural integrity of the tower, which supports 13 heavy bells, was failing after decades of patchwork fixes. The congregation grasped the importance of turning around this deterioration. A congregant donated $400,000 anonymously towards the $1 million restoration, and more was raised through donations, a rummage sale, a beefsteak dinner, and more. The project began in 2016 and included complete repointing of the tower mortar joints, partial rebuilding of the crenellated parapet, repair and or replacement of selected cast stone elements on the tower, injection grouting of the masonry walls to fill voids in the interior of the walls created by erosion of the original setting mortar due to infiltration of water over the years. By Christmas 2016, the scaffolding was gone. The bells that had been silent for nearly a year, 7 of them engraved with the names of the 7 church members who died in the war, are pealing once again. The memorial tower now begins its 2nd century, not so much as a war memorial, but, as the Reverend Melissa Hall puts it, as a peace memorial. The church is one of the oldest structures in Upper Montclair, built in 1878. The tower addition was designed by Francis Nelson, who also designed the Bellevue Avenue Library and other notable buildings in Montclair. St. James Episcopal Church is an architectural landmark, but also a cultural and community focal point. The great care its congregation took in preserving its memorial tower, not only for its members, but also as a gift to our entire community, deserves commendation. Thank you very much. And I would like to introduce Reverend Melissa Hall, who's here on my right, and you've had the...
This is Mr. John Rollo. He's our treasurer. Yeah, he found the money.
Oh, then you get 5 awards. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, pleasure. Thank you so much.
And thank you for helping. So maybe we can take a picture. Sorry. All right, thank you, thank you. Can't wait to see what we're going to be back for next year. Our next award is also a bricks and mortar award, and that goes to the Duran School. And unfortunately, the awardees could not be here tonight, but they're members of the, are they here? No. Okay. Of the Alter family. And the Duran School, as many of you know, was sold in 1982, and maybe a little bit past 1982. It was closed in 82. But it was bought by the Alter family in 1990 for use as a facility for learning disabled students, and it was significantly expanded in 2007. This is a noteworthy building because it was built by one of our very well-known architects. It was designed by the firm of Van Vleck and Goldsmith as an elementary school for classes up to the 6th grade. And Van Vleck and Goldsmith were established in 1903. As well as the Grove Street School, the firm designed many residential homes and various prominent buildings in Montclair, including the Madison Building, the Park Street YMCA, and the Georgian Inn. They also designed homes in Fifth Ave in Manhattan. The firm's principal, Joseph Van Vleck, built the family home, now known as the Van Vleck House and Gardens, in 1916, and shortly thereafter left his architectural practice to focus on horticulture. And as we all know, that is undergoing a rebirth, and we look forward to seeing what that will look like in probably the next 6 months. So this is a historic building that has been sensibly altered. They have come before us and worked with us in their designs for the parking lot, for the gardens, and things surrounding the building. So we will send this certificate to them. And that's all I have to say about our 2017 awards, but I'm sorry. Do you have, I was looking for you. I just talked to you. I'm sorry, I think I gave Mr. Costello. Okay. Paul Sionis, I misspoke when I gave 2 awards to Kevin Costello. Paul, can you come up? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So, what's his name? Come on up. I'm sorry. Kevin, come on.
That's one of the nicest buildings in town.
Yes. I actually lost my list, so I apologize. Okay, so I won't speak again about the actual building, but I will introduce you to Paul Sionis, architect, and I'm sorry, Mr. Rick Jarzembowski, who was the lead architect on the program. So we all know about the inspection station, and we're very glad that you've adaptively reused it so sensitively, and it fits, I think, great into the Walnut Street Historic District. So maybe we can have another photograph, a photo? All right, with all the principals. Okay. All right, thank you. I apologize. Yeah. So you can have that. Thank you. So looking forward to 2018, next year. Please keep us in mind for anything that you see going on in town that you think is really appropriate for an award, adaptive reuse, sensitively new construction. We're hoping that we can have some of those in the next few years. Okay, thank you, and good night.